Step 2. Mental stillness. Aside from your breathing and heartbeat, you should only be aware of your thoughts. I can hear them now. Oh, that person at work really gets on my nerves. I hope this doesn't last too long. I have so many things to do. How am I going to get the car fixed tomorrow and still get to work on time? I wonder if the kids are doing their chores and homework. Is this stillness really going to work? Your mind is naturally active. When a thought enters, you naturally begin to explore and elaborate on all the possible scenarios. When you start to pursue one of these thoughts, you must stop yourself. Say these words to your mind. Be still. I want to spend time with God. I'll think more about you later, but I don't want to be disturbed now. After some practice, when you catch your mind drifting, just say, be still. Do not focus on any of these random thoughts that enter your mind. Just let them go or send them away. Take control of your mind. When you have wrestled all the worries and thoughts out of your mind, it becomes uncluttered. Your body is relaxed, but your mind is still alert. Now you are ready to begin to focus on being in the company of God. Take a minute now to release your thoughts and find mental stillness. Step 3. Dialogue with God. As you begin your conversation with God, it is helpful to picture yourself in the presence of God. While our Creator seems far away, a part of Him is actually present within you as your inner spirit. This inner spirit represents God to you and you to God. Realize that God has personality just like you do, so that He can love and be loved. Are you a child sitting on His lap? Sitting next to Him on a bench? Standing before Him? Walking beside Him? Whatever your image, realize He is there with you. Share your day with Him. Here is an example. Hello, Father. It was an interesting day. I still struggle to understand this person at work. Why does he act so selfishly and arrogantly? Is that the way he learned to act, or is he covering up his own insecurities? Why did he yell at me and embarrass me in front of the whole office? On a more positive note, several people came up to me and tried to comfort me by sharing their experiences with him. I was touched by their genuine concern and compassion. I saw your love in them. I'm also a little concerned about my daughter. She seems so negative. This is just a brief example. Focus on the more significant events of the day, whether you perceive them as positive or negative or just opportunities to learn. You do the talking. God is listening. Now, begin your dialogue with God. Step 4. Prayer. As your conversation concludes, it should generate several ideas for prayer for both yourself and others. Simply look at what you and others need to become more spiritual. As you formulate your prayer, picture yourself or the other person surrounded by light and love. Here is an example based on the earlier dialogue with God. Father, I pray that you give the man who yelled at me a picture of how negative he was, so that he might have some insight into his behavior. Help him remember an experience in his life that would show him a better way to handle similar situations. I pray that you give those who comforted me an invisible hug, so they will know they did your will by helping me. I pray you help me understand this person and not let me become discouraged or feel inferior by this incident. Let me feel your love to strengthen me. Finally, give my daughter mental images of the good things in her life, so that she can balance her tendency to see only the negative in her life. Again, this is just a brief example of prayer that focuses on what you and others need to grow spiritually. Now it is time for you to pray. Begin.